And if we can get complete quiet, please, and we'll start the proceeding. Okay. Welcome everyone to Tammy and Bill's wedding. They're very happy all of you are here, both friends and family. And a Happy New Year as well. I'm going to tell a little story about Tammy and Bill. Bill and Tammy can't agree on when they first met. Now, Bill swears it was at a BMW club autocross in the late 80s, but Tammy only remembers meeting Bill's brother George at that time.
He was cute, but I found out he was married.
Now, Tammy says it was when Bill came to her house in 1990 to see if he could figure out what she and her dad had done wrong in the rebuilding of the engine on Tammy's 78 BMW 530. Now they both agree that Bill was able to fix Tammy's car and became her BMW repair god from then on. And they became friends. And there was a lot of flirting over several years. And they even had a date in the mid-90s, but they weren't ready for more than that at that time. Now, Tammy started racing that 78 BMW 530 in the late 90s and needed Bill to be at the track to fix stuff, so she convinced him to start racing too. Then Tammy started competing in the One Lap of America annual events, which go to racetracks all over the United States in one crazy week. She hired Bill to build her a car for her second event, and it kept having weird problems while she was thousands of miles away, and she kept calling Bill to diagnose them. So Bill decided that for the next year's event, he would build another car and go with Tammy on the One Lap event. The event started at Watkins Glen Racetrack in New York, and on their drive out, they stopped to visit a few of Bill's friends. Tammy later learned he was having them vet her. Now, they started dating about a month later, and that was in June of 2001. They added the Open Track Challenge and the Targa Newfoundland to their events in 2002. They decided to have a baby, and Derek was born in November of 2003. And Derek went on the One Lap in 2004. Wow. Now, Bill wanted to marry Tammy, but he knew that marriage wasn't really a priority for her. So she had that one pesky stipulation. If someone really wanted to marry Tammy, they needed to buy her one of three cars. A 67 Ford GT40, or a Bentley Accord Beverly 812 with a bow tail rear end, or a 50s Studebaker bullet nose with a wraparound rear window. Well, Bill started looking. And eventually, he found the 51 Studebaker bullet nose with the wraparound rear window, and he bought it. And it's the blue one out front today. And Tammy couldn't believe he'd done it. They became engaged in May of 2004. And the Studebaker is Tammy's engagement ring. Tammy warned him it would be a long engagement. So here we are today. More than 9 years later. And that's their story.
That was sweet. That was sweet.
Put the flowers.
I have to put the flowers down?
Yeah, you do. Because you got to look at
Oh, man, I gotta look at you.
So,
Both hands or just one?
be happy.
Okay.
Whatever's best. So we start with Tammy. Do you take Bill to be your husband, to love, honor, and cherish him from this day forward, forsaking all others?
I do.
And Bill, do you take Tammy to be your wife, to love, honor, and cherish her from this day forward, forsaking all others?
I do.
Bill, you're holding her hands, so look into her eyes and into her heart, and repeat after me. I, Bill, take you, Tammy,
I, Bill, take you, Tammy,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
having to hold from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in BMWs and non-BMWs,
and non-BMWs,
to love and to cherish
love and to cherish,
from this day forward until death do us part.
from this day forward until death do us part.
And Tammy, now look into Bill's eyes and his heart, and repeat after me. I, Tammy, take you, Bill, to be my husband,
Take you, Phil, to be my husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in BMWs and
in
non-BMWs,
BMWs and non-BMWs,
to love and to cherish
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward until death do us part.
from this day forward until death do us part.
Now we have some rings on. Okay, Bill, you're going to go first.
That's a shadow.
I know. Back away.
Yeah, I'll make it. I'll tell you right. Okay.
You think you've never
Now,
done this
Bill.
before?
This is their first time. While you're putting a ring on her finger, just repeat after me. I, Bill, give to you, Tammy,
I, Bill, give to you, Tammy,
this ring
this ring,
as a symbol of my commitment
symbol of my commitment
to love, honor, and respect you.
to love, honor, and respect.
And now you repeat after me as you put the ring on.
Okay.
I, Tammy.
Earlier. Seriously?
It's never coming out. It's not supposed to come off. That's right. There.
I, Tammy, give to you, Bill,
I, Tammy, give to you, Bill,
this ring
this ring
as a symbol of my commitment
as a symbol of my commitment
to love, honor, and respect you.
to love, honor, and respect you.
Okay. So Tammy and Bill, you've made solemn vows and exchanged rings as symbols of your love and commitment to one another. It is now my honor and pleasure, by the authority of the great state of California, to pronounce that you are husband and wife.
Let's go racing!